Hi everyone. Last week was Mental Health Awareness Week, so I just want to share a really quick video about my story when it comes to mental health and how I used to suffer quite badly from anxiety a long time ago now, but I managed to overcome this, and I'm going to share how I overcome this anxiety. I was basically at the point where I was at an all-time low, and I was worrying about everything in my life. I couldn't make daily decisions or do anything without worrying about what the outcome would be. So if you're feeling in that situation or something similar, hopefully this video will be helpful to you. If you do find it helpful, please like and share it, or if you think somebody else that you know might find it helpful, please share it with them. Hopefully it'll be useful to somebody. If not, then that's fine too. But so firstly, I want to say that mental health is a massive part of your overall health. So it's great to be out looking great and going to the beach with your six pack and working out and all that. But if you can still look great on the outside but not look great on the inside, if that makes sense. So looking after your mental health should really come first and foremost. That's probably the most important aspect of your health. So a little bit about what happened to me. I still can't figure out now. It was probably about 10 years ago, maybe longer, when I suffered really badly from anxiety. I still can't figure out the source of what actually caused that. But what I do know is that once it started to snowball into a snowball effect, and it really did get worse and worse as I started worrying. I would worry about more things. I would worry about why am I worrying, and I couldn't really overcome it on my own. So I did speak to a few different people about this and spoke to some people, some specialists. I actually spoke to a psychiatrist, not officially. It was one of my friends introduced me to his dad. So if you are listening, Norman, thanks. You know I'm grateful for your help. And he basically just sat down and chatted with me. So it wasn't scary at all. It's just something you've got to do is seek help if you need it. And one of the things that always stuck in my mind. I mean, my anxiety was that bad. I couldn't really even concentrate on conversations. So I can't even remember that much from the conversation. In fact, that whole period of my life for a few months, I really struggled to put together a lot of stuff. So that's how bad it was. So he basically said to me, and this is the thing that stuck with me was, he said, "Why are you worrying about stuff? Just tell me why you're worrying." And I said, "Well, what if this happens? Or I'm worrying if I go and do this, and what if that happens, and all these other things." And he says, "Right, well, why don't you just cross that bridge when you come to it?" And that's the thing that I believe really helped me cross that bridge when it comes. So don't worry about anything that could happen, because most of the time it's probably not going to happen. Now, a little bit of worrying about things is good. It's not good to go through life and be blasé and just do whatever you want. It's good to have that little bit of worrying there. But I mean, where this stems from, I'm no expert in this, but what I believe it stems from is in your brain you have like the reptilian brain, which is very ancient, and it's got a really strong fight and flight fear response. So if you've read the Chimp Paradox or books of that nature, you'll understand a bit more about that. A very good book, The Chimp Paradox, if you want to understand more about your thought patterns and whatever, but I digress again. So back to the point, so this fight or flight fear response will kick in, and if you can't kind of control that a little bit, it can get out of hand, and it starts to think that everything's a threat. So it looks around and sees everything in its world as a threat when it's really not. So you just need to understand and remember that most things don't even matter. So cross that bridge when it comes. If it does happen, okay, we'll deal with it then. Yeah, you can't live your life always worrying about what's going to happen in the future, what the next step is. You've just got to live your life, and once the problems occur, then you can overcome them. So that was the thing that really helped me. And another thing that kind of stemmed from that in my own mind afterwards was, like, the more I thought about it, the more I started to realise, and this kind of gradually built over years and years, is that it doesn't even matter what the things you worry about. Most people worry about what others think of them. Oh, what does that person think of me? If I do this, what are they going to think? If you know you're doing something that's right and there's nothing wrong with it, if you're not doing something that's morally wrong or illegal, then who cares? It doesn't matter if it's right to you, and in your heart you know it's right, then just do it. So don't care what other people think, because that truly is the moment that you feel free. If you live your whole life worrying about what others think of you all the time, you'll never be free. You're just basically, you're imprisoning yourself because you want to go and do something, but you can't do it because you're scared of what somebody thinks. So that's the two main things. Cross that bridge when it comes, and don't worry about what others think of you. Don't worry, just do what you want to do with your life. You've got one life here, and depending on what your belief systems are, you've got one life here, and go and enjoy it. I know it's easier said than done when if you are suffering from anxiety. I mean, imagine if somebody's watching this video, they probably are either suffering from some kind of mental health or depression or whatever. But just remember that you can overcome it. You're way more powerful than you think you are, and you can overcome these things. So yeah, just be positive, try to be positive, and just it's easier said than done, but don't worry about things. That was really my biggest problem. So yeah, that's really it, to be honest. If you've enjoyed the video, please let me know in the comments, or give it a like and share it with anybody you think may find this helpful. And if you like these kind of videos, I might do some more just talking about random things that are not really specifically workout based or whatever. I'll talk about these. So there you go, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.